Jefferson. Wow! What a catch! Touchdown, Jets! That kid's amazing. His team is given time. He wants Jefferson. Climbs the ladder. Oh my goodness! Loading. He's going to heave one for the front right. Palmer drops it in.
Hello. Welcome to the Fantasy Football Academy, part of the Fantasy Football Plus Network. Let's go. You know what it is. We're breaking down some of the top draft prospects in the 2024 NFL draft. We're talking about, are we bought into these guys from watching the tape? Where are they going to go? What's our verdict on them? It's your boy Jonny. It's your boy John. We're coming at you today, breaking down one of the more intriguing prospects in the draft, Keon Coleman. This guy, fresh out the tents of Cirque du Soleil with some of his catches. A very fun guy to watch his highlights tapes. I'm not even going to dance around that. The guy has some fantastic footage. But we're here to just give you our take on him. And so, John, let's hear what you got, kind of some of your initial thoughts from watching his tape.
Yeah, so I'm going to give you the good, the bad, the ugly, and I kind of summarize it real quick. Keon Coleman, let's just start with, I don't think FSU really used him properly. This is a big physical wide receiver. He was used kind of in the screen game, pretty much on all his touches and targets. I didn't see a whole lot of separation in his game. Now, with that being said, he had 31 contested throws, and he came down with 10 of them. So that's not he's not coming down at a high clip. And to his, in his defense, his quarterback was lost for I think the last 3 games of the season. So he was playing basically with a backup quarterback. I think his stats are underwhelming. I think his production's underwhelming. He's a very raw prospect. Overall, I am out on Coleman. I was a lot higher on him coming into the combine. I have officially turned off to him. I think he's got to go into the right situation. It's just too much to bet on. Odds are favored he's probably going to bust. So I'm out on Coleman.
Yeah, it's crazy. He was crazy hyped up, and then people were like low on him, and then almost like it was like, oh, mate, maybe people are so low on this guy that like there's an opportunity to be in here. And now people are low on him again, even those people. I'm one of those guys who I thought the hype was too high at first, and then it like evened out and got more realistic. And I like where he's being valued right now. I think the dude is an amazing athlete. So I'll break down my take on him. I kind of bucketed into 3 bullet points. The first bullet is a baller. The guy plays above the rim. And I say that because he has a basketball background and not just like used to play a little ball. Like this guy has a whole awesome, fun high school highlight tape. He played on the team at Michigan State, now kind of in a reserve role as a freshman, but he dribbled on the field or on the court on national television. Like that's more than a lot of these guys can say. And I think that just goes to show he's more nimble than maybe people give him credit for. So first bullet point was a baller because he is a baller and awesome kind of ability to high point the ball and play above the rim. The next bullet I had for him was raw. Not the most nuanced route runner, doesn't bring a lot of that to the table, struggles to create some separation, but he does have very natural size and athleticism. I watched some of those highlights of that guy returning punts, and you can just tell that guy has like a natural athleticism to him. And again, to add just to the rawness, he's an early declare. He's kind of moldable still. He's a young guy, I think he thought he was going to be a first-round pick based on all the hype that was coming out, and then you run into 4.6s, and people don't like when they watch your tape, your separation, and now that's changed a lot. I don't think he'll be a first-round pick, and my third bullet for him is fluid. I do think for his size, he's a fluid athlete. Again, he was returning punts. He ran the fastest gauntlet at the NFL Combine, which might seem like kind of arbitrary, but Puka Nacua was the guy who did it last year. And I think there's something to that about, being able to run down the middle of the field fast, tracking the ball as opposed to having to slow down and catch it. He was running at over 20 miles an hour during the gauntlet drill. People knock the speed, but if you're running the fastest gauntlet, then you're more of a game speed guy than a 40 guy, right? And that's kind of, we did a video on Trey Benson. I think Trey Benson was more of a 40-yard guy than a game speed guy. And I think that Coleman's more of a game speed guy than a 40-yard dash guy. So overall, landing spot's going to be big for this guy. Someone who knows how to use him, a creative offensive mind. He should be in that big slot role where he can play a quarterback-friendly role, get open in zone coverage. He was much better separating against zone than versus man. So if he gets on a team that knows how to use him with a sharp offensive coach and somehow still slips in drafts, I'm going to be pretty high on this guy. For now, I'm not – I think I'm higher than most, but I'm high on him. I do see some red flags. So that's our verdict. John is out. Johnny's only kind of in. Any closing thoughts, John?
Yeah, he just reminds me of Rashee Rice. He's got a lot of the same intangibles, no separation. Rashee Rice was 35th percentile in separation coming into as a rookie. And he went to a great situation, the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, they need a wide receiver, and he flourished. So that could be Coleman. But again, I'm not banking on that. I'll take a chance on somebody else. So,
yeah, love it. Stick to your guns, plant your flags. That's what we're all about here at the Fantasy Football Academy. Make sure you are subscribed to the Fantasy Football Plus network, and as well as the Fantasy Football Academy YouTube page. And I'm on Twitter at FF Academy Jonny. You've got John at FFILO. Am I pronouncing that right?
You are. I appreciate that. Many people get that wrong. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I'm on fire. Hope you enjoyed this prospect breakdown. We've got more to come. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Ask any questions in the comments. Roast us. We don't care. We can take it. We'll see you next time.
Later, guys.